everybody. Today we are at Wadston Manor at the aviary and we have a really exciting day planned. So if you're coming along to Wadston, please bear in mind that we do have 4 drop-in workshops with a celebrated author, Anne Booth, who I have here today to ask some questions. So Anne has just published a new series of books called Magical Kingdom of Birds, and today we'll be introducing the book in 4 45-minute drop-in sessions, which are going to be ranging from 11 AM, 12 noon, 2 PM and 3 PM. Now, just to let you all know, these are all free sessions. They are all included on your entry to the ground, so do not worry. So please just come in, drop in and have fun. So now I'm just going to ask Anne a few questions about the book and what's inspired you. So firstly, tell us about what the Magical Kingdom of Birds is all about.
Okay, well, the Magical Kingdom of Birds is all about a girl called Maya. She's a very ordinary girl, just like anybody else, and she's given this amazing colouring book with lots of pictures of birds on the front. And she finds that when she colours them in, she's taken to this magical kingdom of birds, where she meets a fairy princess and a talking magpie. And they tell her that she's actually become the keeper of the book, and she's been sent to their magical kingdom to help them destroy the magic of Princess Willow's wicked uncle, who's trying to destroy the harmony of the birds. And he's capturing different species for different reasons, and in each book they have to go and rescue different species from the magic and get a feather back from each bird to create this magical harmony cloak.
Brilliant. And what species have you been drawn to and you've included in the book?
Right, well, first of all, I want to say that this is an illustrated book, and the illustrator, who's not here with me today, is called Rosie Butcher. So this book it's a story. The illustrations are just as important as the words, and Rosie's illustrated hummingbirds for the first one. So the first book is about hummingbirds, the second book is about swans, the third book is about fairy wrens, and the fourth book is about songbirds. And I'm so excited to be here today because I'm writing the songbirds book at the moment, so I'm definitely going to use the species here. It's such an amazing aviary. I definitely recommend coming. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And what has most inspired you then to write the book?
Well, 2 things have really inspired me. Learning about the birds, because I'm learning as I write, and I'm finding them so interesting to write about. And it's not just the birds who've been captured. When they're going on their quest, they meet lots of other birds to ask for help, and so I can put in lots of real facts about birds so hopefully you'll learn about birds when you read this series. But also I feel it's been very exciting writing Maya, because I've decided that as Maya has to fly through the air in the Kingdom of Birds on the talking magpie, it doesn't matter that she can't walk very well. So I've got a great friend who has a disability, so she's been helping me and advising me. So Maya has a disability, and also Princess Willow is a beautiful fairy, but she's mixed race, because my neighbour's little girl, who's mixed race, his father's Nigerian and mother's from Scotland, told me that she couldn't be a princess because she had very tight black curly hair. And so I thought, that's rubbish. We'll have a lovely fairy princess called Princess Willow. So it's exciting to write about birds, and it's exciting to give my characters abilities and chances that maybe they don't have in other situations. So
I think that's really important, because you're bringing so many really important messages into
yeah, it's really exciting,
children.
and it's so much fun writing about. It's so much fun, and it's so much fun writing, working with an illustrator like Rosie. And the design of the book is fantastic. It has beautiful pages, and it has lovely illustrations and things to do at the back. And that's the next book. So it's such an exciting series to work on with OUP.
It sounds so exciting. Yeah. Would you be able to give us a bit of a taste there?
Oh yes, I can read the beginning of the second chapter, because that's when Maya's a bit sad, and her sister's going off to university and she feels a bit lonely, and so she's coloured in this book that her sister said, our mother, she has a stepmother. Her mother died when they were young, but her mother left her this book. And her sister gives her the book and says, Mum wanted you to have this. And she's colouring in this book, and she suddenly finds that she's whirling through the air and she's in a magical kingdom. And so chapter 2 is when she meets Willow, the princess. So, chapter 2. "Hello," said the little fairy. She had a friendly face which Maya liked immediately. Her eyes were brown and very kind, and her hair was very curly. She had a big, delighted smile, as if meeting Maya was the most wonderful thing ever, and Maya smiled back. It would have been impossible not to. The fairy's wings and her long dress were different shades of green. In fact, Maya realised the dress was cleverly woven out of leaves and grass, and she wore a crown of leaves too. "My name is Willow," said the fairy. "I am a fairy princess, and this is Patch, my faithful friend." Patch the magpie gave a deep bow. Maya rubbed her eyes. "Am I dreaming?" she thought. She secretly gave herself a pinch to check. It hurt. This was so odd. The fairy smiled and nodded encouragingly at her, obviously waiting for Maya to reply. "My name is Maya," she said. "Welcome, Maya, keeper of the book," said Willow. She put out her hands to Maya to help her up. "Sorry, I don't have my chair or my stick, and my legs don't work very well, so it's a bit difficult to get up," said Maya, feeling awkward. "Oh, that's no problem, don't worry," said the fairy, and gave her another big smile as she sat down next to Maya on the soft moss. Patch stood in front of them, almost as if he was on guard. "You are probably looking at this dress and crown of grass and leaves and wondering how I can possibly be a princess," Willow said. "Well, it isn't what I expected," said Maya. "They're beautiful, though." "When my father, the king, died," said Willow, "my evil uncle, Lord Aster, took over the kingdom. He destroyed my royal cloak of feathers, and he cast a powerful spell on the castle and banished me. Without my cloak of feathers, I'm helpless." Willow didn't tell her story as if she was expecting Maya to feel sorry for her, but Maya did. "That's terrible," said Maya. "It is," said Willow, turning to her, her kind brown eyes serious now and her face angry. "Lord Aster hates the way fairies and birds love each other and live in harmony in the kingdom. He wants to imprison all the birds and take them to his castle as slaves. He will keep the ones with the most magical voices or stunning feathers in cages, and I have no power to stop him because he has destroyed my magical cloak of feathers."
Ooh, ... So if you want to find out more, find out what happens, please come along to one of our 45-minute drop-in sessions with Anne. Could you give us a little bit of a taste of what you're going to be doing in these sessions?
Well, I'm just really going to tell you about the different characters in the books, and I've got lots of pictures, and I'll show you the different characters in the books, and I'll tell you a little bit about hummingbirds in particular, and I've got some toys, some model magpie. So this is Patch.
Oh, brilliant!
And then you can look at the birds. You can look at the birds together, because I don't know about all these different birds. But also we can just colour in things, or you can talk about birds that you like. You could even try a bit of writing if you want to. I'm sure there's nothing, you can do anything you like, but I'll tell you about what it's like to be a writer, and I'll show you the books, and I'll show you the different characters.
It sounds such good fun. I really want to come along and do it myself. So please do come along, have fun. It sounds like you're going to learn so much. So thank you so much, Anne. And thank you, Hannah, as well, for being here. And please come along. Thank you.